So as you probably heard, the food stamp program, or the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, recently underwent some cuts. Beginning November 1st, about the average family of 4 can expect to receive about $36 less in their monthly food stamp allotment. So this sort of shift in American policy, I think, is troubling for a lot of reasons. And, as the Farm Bill gets debated in Congress, I think we can expect these cuts to be even deeper. Obviously, the most compelling reason to fight against deeper cuts is the human reason, the fact that families should have the right to eat. At Root Mass Farm, there's also an economic reason for us. We did about $1,700 in food stamp sales over the course of the season. And that's just food stamps, doesn't count all the other food assistance dollars we receive. And I know $1,700 doesn't sound like a ton, but here it goes a long way. So I want to take the opportunity to let people know how important food stamp sales are, not just to us for social justice reasons, but to us for business reasons. So I'm going to take you on a little tour around the farm and show you just what that $1,700 gets us. So to answer the question, where do the food stamp dollars go, we're going to start our tour in the home office, probably the least glamorous part of Root Mass Farm, but important nonetheless. So where do the food stamp dollars go in the home office? Well, this past season we purchased QuickBooks. This popular accounting software has made it easier for us to keep track of our finances. It cost us $149. Okay, so we picked pretty much everything into these green harvest bins back here. We're going to need to get more next season to replace some of the ones that have gotten a little worn over the years, and just to accommodate a bigger harvest. So 15 new green bins will cost us $240. Okay, so this year we popped a tractor tire. These sorts of accidents happen, but they are not cheap. So this tractor tire, the replacement for it, cost about $450. Okay, so we start all of our own plants from seeds here on the farm. That comes with a whole host of expenses. One of the big ones is the plug flats here. Please pardon the mess. We use about 300 in a season. We reuse most of them. We bleach them at the end of the season to kill off any lingering bacteria or disease and whatnot. Reuse them, but we need to obviously replenish our stock when they get beat up, or when we increase the amount of things that we start in the greenhouse. So a case of 100 of these guys costs about $89.50. Another major expense is the germination mix that we use. We do Organic Mechanics germination mix, which we really like. A bag costs $12, and it fills about 10 flats. So we go through probably about 30 bags with the germination mix over the season. So I have 3 here to show off today. That's $36. Okay, so our layer feed we get from Panorama Organics. Vernon Burkholder is the farmer there. He's an excellent guy. It costs about $30 for an 80-pound bag of organic feed from him. They go through about a bag per week. I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the equipment that we use in the fields. To my side here is row cover. We use it in the fall for frost protection. We also use it throughout the season to keep out certain pests. An 800-foot roll of this, of the heavier weight row cover, costs $166. And 800 feet will get us through most of the fall. My side here we have our tomato trellis, our Florida weave trellis. The stakes that we use for this are $4.19 a piece. Next year we'll need to add some additional stakes for some of the raspberries that we have out in our new planting. So for 20 additional stakes, that would be $167. So these guys are super useful. We bleach them at the end of the season. We reuse them from year to year, both on the tomato trellises, the raspberries, as I said, and also to trellis the cucumbers. Okay, so behind me is a field cover cropped in oats. Cover crop seeds are an expense that we have every year throughout the season. We cover crop in the spring, summer, and fall, depending on the needs of the fields. So 50 pounds of oats, which is enough to cover crop about half an acre. which is roughly what you see behind me, costs $32.50. Okay, so for our last stop on the tour, we're going to talk about what food stamp dollars can get us in the tool shed. So on my back here I have a backpack sprayer. We use this to apply organic pesticides or fish and kelp emulsion to the plants during the growing season. It's very handy. It costs about $60. I have 2 hand tows here. Landon and I do a lot of hand weeding, and these things are crucial. These 2 hoses cost us $38. The aforementioned fish emulsion right here, it's like a fish and kelp slurry. A bucket of this costs us $20. We definitely go through at least a couple in the season. We use it in both the greenhouse and in the fields. It's just potent and natural stuff. Let's see, what else do we got here? We have a wheel hoe. The wheel hoe is a great tool for a small farm like ours, small in acreage, big in enthusiasm. This has the hoe blade on it. It also comes with furrowing fittings, cultivating tines. It's really versatile. This costs about $160, and we use it in bed prep and also in weeding. So there you have it. That's what the food stamp dollars get us here at Rootmass Farm. We're incredibly grateful to all of our customers who spend their SNAP benefits with us, and we appreciate the opportunity to show y'all where that money goes. So just to recap, we get 800 feet of row cover, 128 ounces of fish slurry, 100 plug trays, 50 pounds of oats, 20 tomato steaks, 15 harvest lugs, 3 bags of germination mix, 2 bags of chicken feed, 2 hand hose, 1 backpack sprayer, 1 wheel hoe, 1 box of QuickBooks, and 1 giant tractor tire. So, frankly, we think it's bullshit that the federal government doesn't think that feeding families and supporting small farms, bodegas, corner stores, grocery stores is a valuable way to spend government money. So, all we're hoping is that conversations like this will give them pause before they, cut food stamps even further in the upcoming Farm Bill. So, you're on notice, Gerlach.